Here is what I want you to know. Did you know that no one is gonna come and pick you up? Did you know that no one is gonna come and tell you to save your life before it's too late? That's your life. No one owes you this. No one is gonna come and tell you, you know what, you need to wake up early to become the best version of yourself. You need to wake up early in order to work on your dreams. You need to wake up at this time in order to go and work out or do whatever you want to do. You owe it to your own self. There, I'm Alice. I'm a life and business coach, and I am here to guide you through your self-growth journey. I'm all about positive vibes and self-growth and law of attraction. So, in this video, we'll be talking about how you can change your life and stop self-sabotage. You know, I've been there myself a long time ago where I would be sabotaging myself. I would be just being like, yeah, my life sucks. I hate what I'm doing. I hate this. I hate that. And it's all happening in my head. I never knew how to deal with this. And I wish someone came to me and told me these things I'm gonna tell you. I'll just share a couple of things with you that will change your life. And hopefully you'll let me know in the comments below how it goes for you. And of course, if you like the content that I will be delivering to you, hit the subscribe button, give me a thumbs up down below, and share it with friends. And let me know in the comments below what you think. This will show me a lot of support because I'm just starting out in here and I really want to help like as much as I can. So probably you're in a spot in your life where you feel like stuck, but you still want to change things in your life probably. Well, that's good news because I want to tell you that this is possible and there is nothing that's impossible if you believe you can make it happen. Here is the thing. You know, it all starts with you and only you. Why do I say this? Because there is no one, no parent, no mom, no dad, no friend who's gonna come and do the work for you. There is only you who can do the work for yourself. And this is the best news because you have no one implemented in all of this. It's just between you and yourself. You know, I remember when I started changing myself into a better version because I believe that we can all grow and we can all glow. And that's the power of all of us. It comes from here and not the outside. So I remember when I was like, you know, in the same spot as you, I would doubt myself a lot. I would sabotage myself. Even before starting doing something I want to do, I would just start saying, okay, you know what? It's gonna fail. Don't even try to start because it's a failure in advance. Well, you know, I didn't understand back then that it was a paradigm that I already had when I was a child. When I always wanted to do stuff, everyone would come to me and say, you know what, this isn't gonna be, you know, a success. This isn't gonna happen for you. Because, you know, it's just the way life is. But I realized that my paradigm was really sabotaging me, and that's when I started shifting this paradigm. I started realizing and being aware of all the things that happen inside my head. For example, that little voice which will come and tell me, you know what, you're such a failure, you're such a stupid girl who's never going to succeed. And I would be like, okay, well, good to know, but I'd start shutting it down. And how would I do that? Since I understood that this is a limiting belief, I just be like, yeah, what evidence? Like, based on what evidence are you telling me this? And I would just like start looking for evidence to reinforce that doubt and that self-sabotage idea. And I would be like, no, this is not true. And as soon as I find that there is evidence that I am good at what I'm doing and that I can make things happen if I just set my mind to it, it's exactly at that moment that things started to change. You know, the moment I've started to understand that it's all happening in my head and that no one is gonna, pick me up. No one is gonna tell me to do the work. No one is gonna tell me, Alice, you know what? You need to work hard. That's something I discovered myself. I'm grateful that I did discover it myself, because probably if someone came to me and told me that, I would be just stuck and I would be just lost in my own thoughts. And that's the way it is. It's when you decide to stop your self-sabotage. I'm not telling you that the way you've been programmed is so bad. I'm just telling you that probably the education you received, was exactly what those people received, okay? It's just normal. I received the same thing as you. My mom would tell me, you know what? Just get a secure job. This idea about YouTube is not going to work well. My mom's not really like that. She's more of, yeah, well, that's good. I'm going to watch your videos. I'm going to learn a lot from you. Because, she didn't have access to what we have access to. Right? Like, we have access to education every single day. You can go on YouTube, watch a bunch of videos that are going to teach you for free. They didn't have this. They didn't have the internet before that we have right now, right? They didn't have books available on Kindle, Amazon, or whatever. Like, seriously, they didn't have audiobooks back then. In order to get, Tanya Robbins, so that he gets education, he would really queue and go and try. His mentor is Ron. He would go and do seminars with him and try to figure out a way to learn. But we have access to all of this, but we don't value it so much. I mean, this really starts with you knowing that you are sabotaging yourself. And then I want you to know that you need to discover your type of motivation. Probably this is something that's gonna sound weird for you, but we all function in a very different way. We all have different types of motivation. I don't know if you heard of this before or not, but we have intrinsic motivation, which is internal motivation, and we have extrinsic motivation. What do I mean by both of them? The first one, the intrinsic motivation, is more about you feeling fulfilled on the inside. For example, when you go and do a workout, this is more of an intrinsic motivation because it fills you, it fulfills you, it makes you feel happy about yourself. It makes you feel proud of you, right? But the extrinsic motivation, when you go to a job, like even if you don't really like it or you don't even enjoy it, this is going to pay you by the end of the month. And by the end of the month, you're going to receive a paycheck, right? And this is what we call extrinsic motivation. It's because you receive something from the outside, and this is what makes you happy, right? So you have to know which type of motivation do you have. Are you someone who's more motivated with fulfilling something for himself or herself, or with doing something so that you can get gratification from the outside, from another source, right? Talk also about your daily routines. This is something I've developed recently, just myself. I was always listening to music when I go to work in the morning and when I get back from work in the afternoon or in the evening. And what I have discovered is that I'm losing a lot of time, when you're in the subway or in the train or something, or in your car even, you lose a lot of time, right? You spend 1 hour when you go, well, if you live far from your work, which I do, and 1 hour when you're coming back home. So why don't you take that time in order to learn new things, to listen to some things that will make you, fulfilled and learn really something that's going to change something in your life. Because if you get stuck, music is great to listen to. And I vibe with music and I love listening to music. But I realized that if I don't set boundaries for myself, I'd be listening only to music. And what do I win by the end of the day? Nothing. I just win the lyrics that I learn, and I just learned the words or maybe I learn more vocabulary from the song or stuff. But seriously, this doesn't give you, a lot of knowledge. And seriously, from the day I started listening to podcasts instead of listening to music only, I started noticing a difference. Like, really, by the end of the day, I'd feel grateful because I learned something new. I learned something different from yesterday. And, well, yeah, so why don't you try this and see if this can change your life? And also, there is one last thing that I want to talk about, which is the power of habits. Once again, your habits are a reflection of who you are. Well, I'm going to tell you something that I'm not really proud of, but when I get home, I just want to watch Netflix, And what I realized is that this is a very stupid and bad habit because it started making me feel guilty. That's so weird to say, right? But seriously, when I watch shows and films and stuff, what do I win from that movie by the end? I just maybe learn a lesson, a moral or something, but I don't learn something. I mean, I'm just stuck in that wheel of rewatching movies and rewatching films that do not serve me, that do not teach me something new. And time is so valuable. You wake up in the morning, you do your day, you go to work, you finish your day, boom, the day is over. It's just really watch the power of your habits. You need to be in that dynamic of always trying and improving your habits. And that's just the way it works. I hope you did enjoy this video, my loves. If you did, once again, leave me a thumbs up and a thumbs up down below like this. And leave a comment as well. And subscribe to the channel if you like the content that I am posting. This will be so supportive. And I would appreciate it so much. Share this with a friend. And take care of yourselves and see you on the next video. It was hard. I should not lie about this. I will not lie about it. It was seriously hard. You're always trying to find who you are in the middle of all that change, and you're just trying to understand what's happening. And this creates some sort of vulnerability in you, in all of us eventually, not just you, but all of us. So we go to those groups where we're just trying to be someone we're not, where we're just trying to be who we are not. And that's a big mistake that I did myself. I mean, I didn't really do it because the moment I started doing it, I felt awareness. I raised awareness